Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is diorama time. This is by Epoch, new brand for me called Whiskey in a Jar. Really sounds like they're trying to copy Acid Rain World, A Taste of Coffee with their different things. This is package B, 1/18 scale scene made of garage kit. I'm not sure what that means, made of garage. The pictures do look pretty cool, I've got to say. And on the back, they've got some other ones. We've got 1/35 scale, 1/100 scale, 1/12 scale, 1/18, which is this one, or this one maybe, two 1/18 scale ones. And is this the same one? Maybe this is a different one, I'm not sure, but that looks pretty cool too. So they've got at least two 1/18 scale ones there, which look quite nice. And a 1/35 scale one looks pretty cool too. So I think this is a different one. This has got the ladder, the two wall segments, floor, and two sandbags. Quite heavy. I'm guessing it's resin, so something you don't want to drop. Thing for me to do now is to pause this, set this up, and I'll be back in an instant. Let's get into this. Okay, here it is. It wasn't particularly well packaged. It's packed in is it polystyrene or styrofoam, whatever it's called, but not particularly well. Good thing it wasn't dropped too much in transit. Fits together quite nicely. These parts go on the outside, not actually on top. You could stick it on top, I guess, but it wouldn't look as good. Looks better on the ground there. Though perhaps that's not going to be tall enough. Although I want it here. I suspect it goes where I had it before. You could do there. But what's strange is, if I pull this apart, you've got plugs on the top and plugs on the bottom. I'm not going to say you're doing it the wrong way. Okay, so if I put the plugs on the bottom, then it doesn't match up. It's either going to have an overlap at the bottom, or it's going to have an overlap or over at the top. So it has to be this way. So it's a bit unusual that why they've got holes in the slots in the bottom of one and the top of the other. Ladder feels a bit too small for 1/18. The bags are lovely. They are proper cloth bags. And it feels like they've got sand inside too, which is really nice. And you've got these two little, I'm guessing, mugs that come with it too. Very, very cool. To give an idea of scale, if I take a small figure, I'll use the Anakin again from Star Wars. I've used him a minute ago in another video. He is short. And that ladder looks a little bit too small for him. If I use my custom, my Putinator, who is basically a joy toy, Rego the Risen with a custom head, who's a bit bigger, that ladder looks a much smaller again. So it's a bit, yeah. But the actual diorama piece itself is pretty good. I do like that. And you can see if I turn these parts around, you've got exposed plaster work on the bricks. The bricks are way too small as well. There should be bigger bricks for 1/35. Sorry, for 1/18 scale. But it does look pretty good. It's good for displaying some figures in there or something else. Just that it feels a bit small. The cups also, there's not much detail on there. This wasn't cheap, but I think it's alright. I mean, it's nice to have another die piece. So, die pieces I'd recommend, obviously Acid Rain World's Victor Samfrace, or is it Pain to Victory? I'll put links to the video's top right corner for sci-fi. And also the other really good Acid Rain World one was the Taste of Coffee set, which came in two figures. Again, put a link top right corner, but if you find those are incredibly expensive now because they're collector's items and they are fantastic. If you're looking for dios for fantasy figures like Boss Fight Studios, then I'd recommend Legend Studios. They've got a temple one, again link top right corner, which is very Greek but works in fantasy themes as well, or wider fantasy themes than just Greek, I should say. Also got a Athena statue, again I put a link in the top right corner, which is huge and works really well again with their temple statue. Nice little set, not sure it was worth the money I paid, but I do like it. I think it looks good. The setting figures up, and those sandbags are pretty cool, but it feels like it needs something else. And those bricks are too small. Not bad. Okay, please do consider joining us on Patreon. There'll be a link in the top right corner, and do check out the videos I have on the channels, over 1,000 for you guys to enjoy. Stay happy, keep collecting. See you in the next video. Bye bye.